What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my October physique update. It is October 3rd, so a few days into October, but getting it done. So this past month a lot of gains were made, I'll say. I started the month at 210 pounds, and today I weighed at 216.4. This whole past week or so I've been averaging, I guess, around 215, 216, and that is because, again, in September, I guess like the second week, I was getting a couple weigh-ins around 209 pounds, bumped up calories to, I think it was 3,900, around there, 3,925. Nothing happened. It was still 209, bumped up to 4,000, and then nothing happened. 2 days later, I bumped up like 4 to 5 pounds. So ever since like the middle or kind of early September, I've been in the 214, 215 area. So weight came on pretty quickly this month, but not too husky right now or uncomfortable, which I'm very happy about. This is the heaviest I've been in a good amount of time, but it's holding up pretty well. See what 216 looks like. So here is, I guess, my posing part of the video.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the awkward part of the video where I do some bodybuilding poses. Again, I've never really practiced bodybuilding poses, so I'm going to give it my best go. So this is October. My measurements, I did them this morning. This is me at about 4 a.m. this morning. My measurements, my arms have increased about a ½ inch up to 17 inches now. With this pose, I didn't really know how to do it, but giving it my best go, because I think I see this one on the bodybuilding stage often. But yeah, so with my arms, they've grown a ½ inch. The most I've ever measured them was 17¼ inches, but again, in my past, I never did my measurements fasted, so now that I do them fasted, I get more consistent results because you don't have the intramuscular water as much influencing that, or like your previous meal. Sometimes you may have drank a little more right before taking your measurements, as opposed to like if you hadn't had a meal for a long time. So that's why I like taking them in the morning fasted. Also, my quads, the most I've ever measured them was 26 inches. Again, probably not fasted. They are 25 and 7/8. 25 inches and 7/8. But that's up more than, I think that's about 3/4 of an inch gain, which is very, very happy. I'm very happy about that. Also, gains made in other places. Ass is up nearly an inch, and that's without barbell hip thrust, so the squats are paying off. Again, I gained 6 pounds in this past month, which is a little faster than ideal. Well, a lot faster than ideal. But so that means that even though these measurements have gone up significantly, you can't ignore that a lot of that is fat gain. So I gained a ½ inch in my arms, but that's not all going to be bicep and tricep growth. There is still some fat accumulation there, and that's going to throw off these measurements or just exaggerate the gains. But I am 6'2", so you can see that weight gain, that fat gain is pretty distributed because I'm just a tall body. So on a shorter individual, that fat gain is going to be a little more noticeable. So I guess that's one way that being tall is nice. Otherwise, being tall, you have to gain a lot more muscle before it's noticeable, in the same way that you have to gain more fat before it's noticeable. But all in all, I'm very satisfied with how this past month went. Probably slow down the weight gain, but hopefully keep the gains coming and get thicker.
That's what I'm looking like right now at 216 pounds. The calories in the beginning of the month were around 3,600. I'm only at 3,700 calories per day right now because I pretty much adjusted once I hit that really big jump in weight. I started bringing my calories down a little bit. I'm at 3,700 calories pre-activity. I've also changed my activity requirements because Nicole, as awesome as she is, got me an Apple Watch, which it tracks caloric expenditure a little more accurately, so it takes in a couple other factors than just steps, which what I was tracking before was just steps. I would go for 2 miles as baseline, and then every mile past that would be 100 calories. Now I'm doing 400 calories as the baseline, and then anything above that will just be added on to the day. But really excited to be in October now because I can finally start bringing my calories up, because I have, I guess in a way, a new allotment of weight gain for the month. I'm going to be aiming, I think, to weigh around 218 to 219 pounds because I have 9 pounds to go before my goal of 225 pounds, and I have 4 months to do that. So I have October, November, December, and all of January. And then February, I'm either going to start a cut to before water cutting into collegiate nationals, or what I'm starting to consider is going in the 230 class to see because I will be stronger in the 230 class, but from especially Worlds, the placings were at the same weights, so I'd probably be stronger at 230 than 205, but pretty much the placings and the weights lifted were about the same. So like second place would be around 700 kilos in both classes. So we'll see. I'll make that decision as we come closer. I guess the goal is to be 218 to 219 pounds by the end of this month. I'm probably going to be averaging through these next 4 months 2.25 pounds of weight gain per month. I'd rather take that aggressively in the beginning than aggressively towards the end, so maybe more towards 219 at the end of this month, and then do it 2 pounds weight gain for the next 3 months, and that'll take me to 225, but we'll see, play by feel. I do have a food challenge in mind on campus that I want to try, but we'll see if I actually get to that, because we got to see if again I have another overnight 5 pound weight gain, but we'll see that. Alright, so editing this video in the dining hall right now, I figured it would probably be best if I just say the weights and how my performance in the gym has improved over these past 4 weeks, and just do it here in text, because speaking about it, it just takes a long time to say each individual lift. So I'm going to be posting all, like 4 weeks ago, what my PRs were, or what I was hitting in the gym right here. So that's going to be there, and then I guess I'll put what they transitioned to over here. So that to that, that's in 4 weeks. So very, very happy about competition squat. That's the biggest jump, I think. Hit 395 for 7 at an 8 RPE, which I was ecstatic about, and my form actually didn't look that bad that time. Also, I'm actually I'm showing the progress with my bench, which has been pretty stagnant, and as you see on my Instagram, I don't mention it often, but it's moving very slowly, but I guess it is making progress as much as it can. And today I hit 325 for 3 in front squats. So progress is going pretty nicely, but yeah, hopefully keep it going. And the conventional deadlifts also are now from a deficit as opposed to what they were before. And also I'm doing competition style sumo deadlifts as opposed to pauses, which were earlier this 4 weeks ago. But yeah, happy with the progress from this past month. With 6 pounds weight gain, I wish maybe a little more progress, but let's see how this next month goes. So back to the video. And form needs to be cleaned up in sumo deadlift. But overall, a solid month. Goals for this month again is going to be hopefully squatting over 4 plates again. Maybe see if I can hit that for 7. Also get up to like 218, 219, not look too fluffy, and just keep the gains going. So I guess that's pretty much it for this month, this update. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm going to see you in the next video.